Welcome back to the garage. Or if you're new to the channel and this is the first video of mine that you've seen, welcome to the garage. My name is Zane. In today's video, I'm going to get a little bit more work done on the Project Atlas build. If you're not familiar with this build, I will link the previous video in the series in the video description below if you want to go ahead and check it out. But it's pretty much me trying to build the ultimate four-wheel drive 2-ton rollback truck. And before the video goes any further, I just wanted to admit the huge mistake that I made while I was filming this video. There was a brace in this frame that was also the rear cab mounts that I needed to remove because I no longer need it. There were also a few other braces in this frame that I needed to cut the rivets off, knock them out with a punch and hammer, and get them out of the way. Last week, the weather was terrible. It rained every day except for Thursday. So I came out here Thursday in a hurry. I dragged the extension cords out of the shop. I got all of my tools ready. I set the camera up in about the approximate location it's at right now. I filmed my little intro. I talked about what I was doing, and I got to work. And I worked until it was almost dark, and then that's when I realized that I did not press play on the camera.
I'm an idiot!
So all this time I was talking to the camera and it was not recording anything, so I lost a good chunk of the footage out of this video. I do apologize for that. I did film a little bit after I realized what I was doing wrong. There was only one other bracket to get off of the frame, so I'm not sure if I'll include that in here or not, but I wanted to admit my mistake, and hopefully I can still edit this video and make it enjoyable for you. So hopefully you can sit back, relax, and enjoy. I removed the audio from this segment because all you can hear is the grinder, but you can tell this clip is not even a minute long and I only get a small area done. In all reality, it took over 4 hours that day to clean the frame and get it ready for paint. It's just one step that hopefully will pay off in the end result and make this project look that much nicer. For the best results when spraying, you really need to keep the paint sprayer held as parallel to the surface as you possibly can. This is the lazy technique that I'm using. I'm just incredibly worn out from all the overhead grinding, but luckily I'm not respraying a Mercedes Benz. This is just a frame on an old rollback, so it will do. So there you have it. The frame has been completely stripped down of all the unnecessary brackets, it's been cleaned up, and finally it was sprayed in a coat of rusty metal primer. So you can see what you have in front of you is a nice blank canvas that's just waiting to get parts bolted back onto it. Now before I bolt the parts on, I will spray it down with jet black and top coat it just to make it look that much nicer. But this is kind of the underappreciated part in a big project like this. There's nothing out there that says that just because I remove the cab that I need to take extra time and make the frame look nice and paint it. But in the end result, I want to make it look as nice as I can, and I also want to make it look like I actually tried whenever I put this project back together. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it may not be that entertaining because it was definitely not entertaining for me to have to do all of that overhead grinding with the grinder and that cup brush on there. But I also wanted to talk about one other thing. and that is to always wear eye protection when you're doing any kind of work like this. It doesn't matter if you're using a grinder with one of these cup brushes on it. I've talked to you about these before, maybe you're not aware, but once these wear down, it will throw these steel bristles out. They will stick in your face, they will stick in your stomach, anywhere else you can think of. You would be a fool not to wear safety glasses when you're running something like this. Now, the same principle also goes into effect whenever you're using something just like this big fancy hammer here. You can knock a rivet and it can have a little chip come out and hit you in your eye. You just don't want to damage your eyes, especially when you're young, because you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. Now take me for instance. I drive a dump truck for a living, and I'm a CDL holder, which means that I have to do physicals every other year. They test your eyesight, and if I damage my eyesight, I really don't believe that I would have a job anymore. So it's just something to keep in mind.
You can't be serious.
What's that?
I thought BFH stood for...
Wait a minute. No, you gotta understand. This ain't that kind of channel. But on a serious note, before this video ends, I wanted to touch base on one other subject, and that subject is, I cannot express to you how much it means that you all take the time out of your day to watch my videos. It truly means a lot. I don't think my channel would be where it's at right now if it wasn't for all you kind subscribers out there. Every one of the videos that I put out, I get kind comments, all kinds of words of inspiration, helpful tips and tricks. I've even had people share these videos in old truck groups on Facebook, and I really appreciate that. It really means a lot that you all would enjoy the content that I put out. I've got over 10,000 subscribers right now, and I never guessed that I would be where I'm at right now, so I wanted to truly thank you all for that. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment or a question down below. Consider subscribing if this is the kind of content that you're into. And as always, just a friendly reminder that it doesn't matter if you're working on your project in a garage or in your driveway. What matters is that you go out there, you do the job yourself, and you learn more about your project. Whatever that project may be. Now that this video's over, how about you go outside and work on something? My name is Zane, and I'll catch you next time.